Magandang araw sa lahat and welcome to Review Excellence and Tutorial Channel. So this is episode number 7 of our EE series with the same topic, DC circuits. Pero yung tatalakayin natin ngayon is parallel circuits. So with calculator techniques using CARC KC S991. Okay, let's start our discussion with parallel circuits. So parallel circuits. So we have this illustration of a parallel circuit. So kung titignan nyo, we have four resistance, R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3 respectively, R3 and R4 respectively. And then we have this DC voltage source. So kukunin daw natin yung total equivalent resistance. Okay, this is our resistance 1, resistance number 2, resistor number 3, resistor number 4. So in order to solve the total equivalent resistance, ito yung magiging formula natin. 1 over RT is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3 plus 1 over R4 and so on and so forth. In terms of total current naman, so we have this IT. So this is our total current moving through this direction. Moving through this direction. Kung titignan nyo, at this point, yung ating total current is mahati sa apat na branch. So therefore, yung IT natin is mahati sa apat. So we have I1, I2, I3, and I4. So in order to solve the total current, so yung magiging formula natin is equal to the sum of the individual currents. So IT is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 and so on and so forth. In terms of voltage naman or total voltage, so we have this B1 for voltage for our resistor number 1, B2 voltage for our resistor number 2, B3 voltage for our resistor number 3, and B4 voltage for our resistor number 4. So para makuha natin yung voltage is equal lang siya doon sa mga individual voltages. So therefore, BT is equal to B1, which is equal to B2, equal to B3, equal to B4, and so on and so forth. So ito na yung mga formulas natin for parallel circuit. Okay? Then we have this circuit divider theorem. So pinapakita dito sa illustration. We have a simplified circuit. Meron tayong dalawang resistor, R1 and R2 connected in parallel with our DC source. So this is our total current. Tapos madidivide siya sa dalawang branch, I1 at saka I2. Kung gusto natin isolve si I1, so ito yung magiging formula natin. I1 is equal to R2 all over R1 plus R2 times the total current. So kung makikita nyo, yung pattern natin sa numerator is yung isang resistor yung ilalagay natin all over sa summation ng dalawang resistor. So ito yung formula for I1. Kung in terms of I2 naman, kung I2 naman yung hahanapin natin, ito yung magiging formula natin. So I2 is equal to, so yung kabilang resistor which is R1, so therefore si R1 yung nasa numerator natin. R1 all over the sum of the two resistor, R1 plus R2, multiplied by the total current. So ito yung formula natin for I2. Okay, let's solve a sample problem. So this is sample problem number 1. So determine B or the voltage in the circuit of figure 3.3 by first combining the three current source and then the two 10 ohms resistors. So let's solve this problem using our conventional solution. So step number 1 is i-combine daw natin yung 4 current source to make it as a one source. Then i-assume natin kapag upward direction yung current, positive yung magiging sign niya. Kung downward direction naman, negative yung magiging sign ng ating current. So this is our current source, 5 amperes, 1 amperes, and 6 amperes. So isa-solve natin yung ating total current or the combined current source. So first is our 5 ampere current source. Kung titignan nyo, yung direction ng ating current is moving upward. So therefore, yung sign ng 5 amperes is positive 5. Next is the 1 amperes. Kung titignan nyo, yung direction ng ating current is moving downwards. So therefore, yung sign ng ating 1 amperes is negative 1. And then last is our 6 amperes. So titignan natin yung direction ng current, it is moving upwards. So therefore, yung sign ng ating 6 amperes is positive 6. So IT is equal to 5 minus 1 plus 6, that is equal to 10 amperes. So ito na yung ating combined current source. Step number 2 is ika-calculate daw natin yung total equivalent resistance. So we have two resistor at the circuit. So 10 ohms and 10 ohms respectively. So para ma-solve natin yung total equivalent resistance, we will be using this formula. 1 over RP is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2. So 1 over RT, so substitute lang natin. 1 over R1 natin is 10 amperes, so 1 over 10 plus 1 over R2 natin is still 10 ohms, so we have 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10. And then RT is equal to 10 times 10 all over 10 plus 10. So using your calculator, makukuha nating value ng RT is 5 ohms. Step number 3 is solve for B using Ohm's law formula. So BT natin is equal to individual voltages. So BT is equal to B1, which is equal to B2, which is equal to, and so on and so forth. So kung titignan nyo, yung positive and negative B is also equal sa ating total voltage. So therefore, BT is equal to IT times RT. So which is BT is equal to 10 times 5 is equal to 50 volts. So therefore, yung sagot natin sa problem na to is 50 volts. Okay? So let's try to solve this problem naman using our Caltech solution. So first, yung gagawin natin is enter mode 32. So let's open our calculator. Then go to mode 3 and then 2. So after that, magkakaroon tayo ng display na X and Y column. So ito na po siya. Then, mag-i-input tayo ng ganitong mga values. At X column is ilalagay natin is yung resistance with raised to the power of negative 1. While yung kay Y column, ilalagay natin yung mga current source. So, tatandaan lang natin na kapag upward direction yung current, positive yung magiging sign. Kapag downward direction naman yung current, negative yung magiging sign. So input natin, we have two resistors, 10 and 10. So we have at X column is 10 raised to the power of negative 1 and then 10 raised to the power of negative 1. Then for the Y column, which is our current source, first is our 5 amperes. It is moving upward, so therefore positive 5. Next is 1 amperes. Since it is moving downward, it is negative 1. And then last is our 6 amperes. Since it is moving upward, therefore yung sign natin is positive 6. After that, so i-input na natin siya sa ating calculator. So first, 10 raised to the power of negative 1. Then our resistor number 2 is 10 raised to the power of negative 1. At Y column is our current source. First source natin is 5 amperes positive. Second source natin is 1 amperes negative. Then last source natin is 6 amperes positive. So ito yung magiging display niya. After that, enter natin EC and then input natin tong formula na to. Summation of y divided by summation of x. So tandaan lang natin na summation of y is shift 134 and summation of x is shift 132. So enter EC, then summation of y that is shift 134 divided by summation of x that is shift 132. Then equal natin. So we have a result of 50 volts. So therefore, ito na yung ating voltage B. Okay? So let's proceed with our sample problem number 2. So for the circuit of figure 3.32, ito yung circuit natin. Ika-calculate daw natin yung voltage Vx. So first, let's solve this problem using our conventional solutions. Step number 1 natin is simplify natin daw yung isi-simplify natin yung circuit to its simplest form. So first, magpo-focus muna tayo sa branch na ito. So gagawin natin yung itong circuit na to is magiging ganito na dapat siya. So first, dito muna tayo mag-focus. So we have 3 ohms and 3 ohms connected in parallel. So therefore, yung combination niya is a parallel resistance. So 3 times 3 all over 3 plus 3. So isa shortcut na natin siya. So yung magiging result dito is 1.5 ohms. And then next is this one. 3 ohms and 3 ohms resistor connected in parallel also. So we have R combination 1.2 which is equal to, so shortcut formula na natin siya, 3 times 3 all over 3 plus 3. That is equal to 1.5 ohms. And then, since magiging isang resistor na to at isang resistor na to, so we have a series connected resistance or series connected resistors rather. So yung formula natin is R 1.0 is equal to the R combination 1.1, ito yung portion na to, plus 5 plus R combination 1.2, ito yung portion na to. So let's substitute the values. R combination 1.5 is 1.5 plus 5 plus 5 plus R combination of 1.2, R combination 1.2 is also 1.5. So 1.5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1.5, that is equal to 13 ohms. And then next, so this branch will be R 1.0 which is equal to 13 ohms. And then this branch R 2.0 is equal to 9 ohms. And this branch is R 3.0 which is equal to 6 ohms. So step number 2 natin is ika-calculate na natin yung total equivalent resistance. So that is 1 over RT plus R 1.0, ito yung branch na to, plus R 2.0, ito yung branch na to, plus R 3.0, so ito yung branch na to. So let's substitute all the values. 1 over RT is equal to 1 over R 1.0 natin is 13, plus 1 over R 2.0, R 2.0 natin is 9, plus 1 over R 3.0, R 3.0 natin is 6. So we have 1 over RT is equal to 1 over 13 plus 1 over 9 plus 1 over 6. So using your calculator, we will get a value of 2.819 ohms. After that, step number 3 tayo. Solve for Bx using Ohm's law formula. So Bt is equal to It times Rt. Yung total current natin is 1 ampere. So 1 times RT natin which is 2.819. So we have 1 times 2.819, that is equal to 2.819 volts. So therefore, yung value ng Bx natin dito is equal to 2.819 volts. Okay? Same problem pero gagamitin nating solution is a Caltech solution. First, let's focus on this branch, R 1.0. Then our second branch or R 2.0 is equal to 9 ohms. Then third branch natin, R 3.0 is equal to 6 ohms. First, let's solve our R 3.0 natin is 6, R 2.0 natin is 9. And then yung R 1.0 natin is this one. First, this portion, a parallel connected resistor. So we have 3 times 3. So pwede natin siyang i-express as 3, parenthesis 3 raised to the power of negative 1 plus 3 raised to the power of negative 1 raised to the power of negative 1. And then yung dalawang series connected resistor, 5 and 5. So we have plus 5 plus another parallel connected resistor. Ito yung portion na to. Pwede din natin siyang i-express as parenthesis 3 raised to the power of negative 1 plus 3 raised to the power of negative 1 raised to the power of negative 1. So we have R 1.0 is equal to 13. Since mayroon na tayong value for the 3 branches, so pwede na nating gamitin yung ating Caltex. So enter mode 3 and then 2. Then magkakaroon tayo ng display na ganito. X and Y column. Okay? So let's try this one with our calculator. So mode 3, 2. And then we have X and Y column display. After that, input daw natin tong mga value na to. At X, resistance raised to the power of negative 1. And then for Y column is yung ating mga current source. Then i-assume natin kapag upward direction yung current, positive yung sign. And then kung downward direction yung current, negative yung sign. So mag-fill up na tayo sa table natin. So at X, we have 3 resistance. R1 natin is 13, so 13 raised to the power of negative 1. R2 natin is 9 ohms, so that is 9 raised to the power of negative 1. Then R3.0 natin is 6 ohms, so we have 6 raised to the power of negative 1. And then for our Y column, so kung titingnan nyo, isa lang yung ating current source, which is 1 amperes. So therefore, 1 amperes lang yung ilalagay natin dito. And the rest are 0. So tignan natin yung direction ng 1 ampere. So it is moving upward. So therefore, that is positive 1. So input natin to sa ating calculator. 13 raised to the power of negative 1. 9 raised to the power of negative 1. And 6 raised to the power of negative 1. And then for our Y column, we only have 1 amperes. Then after that, enter nyo ang, so magkakaroon tayo ng ganitong display. Then enter nyo yung EC. Enter EC. And then input nyo yung formula na to. Summation of y divided by summation of x. Where summation of y is shift 134 and summation of x is shift 132. So enter EC, then shift 134, and then divided by summation of x, that is shift 132. Then equal. So we have a result of 2.819. So therefore, yung sagot natin dito is 2.819 volts. So dito na magtatapos yung ating episode number 7. I hope marami kayong natutunan sa video na to and makatulong sa inyong preparasyon for board exam and college examination. So huwag kalimutang mag-like, share, and subscribe sa ating YouTube channel for more engineering tutorial videos. So this is Engineer Jivan Aiko Kalaki and maraming salamat sa panonood. See you next time.